The wind howled through the desolate streets as darkness engulfed the world. It was a night like no other, a night when shadows danced and whispered secrets in the depths of the blackness. In the heart of this eerie ambience stood a solitary figure peering into the abyss with wide, fearful eyes. Her name was Emily, a young woman of unwavering curiosity. She had always been drawn to the mysteries of the night, but little did she know that this night would be the epitome of her darkest desires. As Emily stood in the center of an old, dilapidated town, she could sense a foreboding presence. It seemed as though the entire world held its breath, waiting for something inexplicable to occur. The streets, once filled with life, now lay deserted, their faded buildings crumbling into obscurity. In the distance, a flickering street lamp cast long, ominous shadows that distorted the shapes of objects. Emily's heart raced, but her curiosity urged her forward. She took hesitant steps, each one echoed through the desolation. The silence was oppressive, broken only by the soft crunching of her shoes against the debris, strewn ground. With each step, Emily felt as though she was stepping deeper into an unknown abyss. The narrow street stretched out before her, vanishing into the blackness beyond. It was as if the world had condensed into a single point, a terrifying point of no return. She pressed on, her senses heightened, aware of every creak and groan that reverberated through the air. A chill ran down her spine as she felt eyes upon her, unseen and yet piercingly present. She dared not look back, fearing what lurked in the depths of her peripheral vision. Suddenly, the sound of an eerie melody floated through the air. It was faint at first, like a distant memory, but it grew louder with each step Emily took. A haunting piano tune, filled with melancholic beauty, tugged at her heartstrings, luring her deeper into the darkness. As the music intensified, Emily found herself standing before an ancient mansion. Its imposing silhouette loomed before her, casting an imposing shadow that swallowed the moon's feeble light. A sense of foreboding washed over her, but her curiosity compelled her to venture inside. The heavy wooden door creaked open as Emily entered the mansion's hallowed halls. The air was thick with a musty scent, and her footsteps echoed through the grand foyer. The flickering candles cast eerie shadows on the walls, and portraits of long-forgotten faces seemed to watch her every move. She ascended a grand staircase, the steps groaning under her weight. The music grew louder, beckoning her to a room at the end of a seemingly endless corridor. With trembling hands, she pushed open the door, revealing a dimly lit chamber. In the center of the room stood an ancient piano, its keys worn with time. The haunting melody flowed from its hammers, filling the room with a haunting aura. Emily felt an irresistible urge to approach the instrument, to uncover the secrets hidden within its ebony and ivory keys. Her fingers trembled as they brushed against the smooth surface, and with a hesitant breath she began to play. The music swelled, intertwining with her soul, as she poured her emotions into each note. The room transformed, and she found herself surrounded by ghostly apparitions, their ethereal presence flickering in and out of existence. A figure materialized before her, a man in tattered clothing, his eyes filled with sorrow and longing. His transparent form reached out to her, and Emily could feel his desperation for release, his yearning for a connection to the living world. The music reached its crescendo, and with a final,